Welcome back. Well, our next guest would normally visit us twice at the State Fair, but instead of that, she decided, well, just to get out of here. She left town. She really did. She's joining us live from her cabin in the northern reaches of Minnesota. She barely has internet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the co-host of the Weekly Dish. There she is, surrounded by tomatoes, the lovely, talented Stephanie Hansen. Good morning, Steph.
Good morning, Jason.
Wow. That's your cabin. I've never been invited there, so I've never seen it actually in person.
Nope.
Yeah. Do you notice? Wait.
It is the cabin.
Wait, do you notice? Do you notice, audience? She didn't even deny or pause when I said, I've never been invited to your cabin.
It's kind of a source of contention for many of my friends because it's kind of a family place and we only have it open 12 weeks a year. So we don't have room for friends, really. It's mostly just family.
I know, sweetie. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, let's get started. Now, there's a reason why you're surrounded by tomatoes, and you're not alone. There's a ton of people that have just tomatoes laying everywhere, right?
Yeah, we're really having a great tomato season. We got a lot of moisture. We've had a lot of hot, dry weather, and the tomatoes have gone crazy. About 2 years ago, I have a cabin in Ely, and we built a garden, and thank goodness we did, because then coronavirus happened. So now we're like growing all this food, and the tomatoes have just gone crazy.
So what are we going to make? I'm looking at it here. Are we going to make tomato butter sauce?
Yes. So, Jason, this is the easiest thing in the world. And it's an old recipe from a woman named Marcella Hansen, who's an Italian woman. And basically, it's just tomatoes. And you just use your garden tomatoes that you cut up. You saute a little bit of onion, like 1 onion. And then you add an entire stick of butter. And you just let all of that work and get the tomatoes all ooey gooey and juice. And everything like breaks down. And then you get this delicious sauce. And you can use it for anything. You can use it for pizza sauce if you boil it down a little bit. You can use it for pasta. You can use it for spaghetti. It is just like the simplest, best sauce. And you don't put any herbs or anything in it until you're ready to use it. So let's say you're going to make spaghetti, you might want to flavor it with oregano. Or if you're going to have it just with a simple pasta, you might toss in some basil. But it's so easy, and you just freeze it. You can also freeze it like in these quart jars, or you can freeze it in Ziploc bags and lay them flat and just line them up. So you can use all of your tomatoes. This is like my 4th bag. Okay,
so Hansen, so it's a stick of butter, because you know people always now they're running to their cabinet to get a pencil.
A stick of butter.
It's a whole stick.
Well, it's all on my website, stephaniesdish.com.
Perfect.
A stick of butter.
Okay.
Half a white onion and 2.5 pounds of tomatoes. You can use. These are early girls that I grew from seed. You can use Romas. You can really use any of the kinds. You can use these little cherry tomatoes. It doesn't matter. And when you've got it all like together and blended in, I get an immersion blender, a stick blender. Here, I'll show you.
Bye, Steph.
You just blend it up.
Oh, okay.
So you just and you're all done, and that's your sauce. And then I freeze it.
Steph, did you say early girl tomatoes?
Early girl. So zone 3 is where Ely is, and it's very cold all the time. So I started these in my home, and then I planted them in May in Ely, and I didn't get my first tomato till about 2.5 weeks ago.
Early girl was the name of your radio show too back in the day, wasn't it, Steph?
Potentially.
No,
Come on.
Okay.
That was before I got fired, so you could take my spot, but that's a whole nother show.
That's right.
Someday, listeners, we will tell you the story because it is a good story.
That's right. Stephanie's not lying.
Right, now,
she was fired so I could get a radio show. But we're dear friends now, and it doesn't matter. Okay, what's next?
No. Okay, so my assistant that helped me set up today, my assistant Skylar here, because my family's with me this weekend.
Oh, Stephanie, you scared me. I thought you just pulled a random child outside or something. I didn't know there was other people there.
My random child, Skylar. Yes, she's my production assistant. She helped me set up. We made Roma tomatoes that are oven dried. So you can see they look like sun-dried tomatoes that you buy in the store, where they're all wrinkly and condensed, full of flavor. And we cooked them in the oven for about 5 hours on 200 degrees. And then you just put them in like a jar and you add oil, and it's just like what you would buy in the store, but they're your own tomatoes. They're fresh. They're delicious. We're going to have these with pasta and a little cream sauce tonight.
Are you paying her, Steph?
Am I paying you?
No.
No.
You can.
She thinks I can pay her, but no. She helped me get all the lights ready, and she's very interested in Instagram influencers. So I was like, okay, this is the real work, kid.
Yeah. The lighting, tell her the lighting is fantastic. You look 10 years younger.
Dewey, that's my Zoom filter. It hides all the wrinkles. You know there is Zoom filters? They're excellent.
No, are you using a Zoom filter right now?
Yes, Jason. You know me, a little Botox, a little Zoom filler. I actually combed my hair today.
You're not having the child didn't administer the Botox, did she, Steph? You didn't do that today, did you?
No, you didn't administer the Botox, did you? But you did help me with the lights.
Yeah.
And she is very interested in the aesthetics of how the tomatoes set up for this screenshot.
Well, it looks fabulous, and we're not done with you yet. Stay there, Hansen. We're going to have more fun with Stephanie live from her secret cabin.
Okay.
More from her secret cabin when we return back after this. Okay, what are we doing today, Steph?
We're doing my classic fair foods. Like these, everybody talks about the new fair foods, but these are the things that I think totally stand the test of time and should be on everybody's list.
Where are we starting?
Okay, we're going to start with the ballpark onion rings.
Right here, Eric, okay? Why?
Because they're
there's
light.
onion rings everywhere. What are these?
No, they're light, they're fresh, they're beer battered. Kendall, go for the ground mustard, stone ground mustard.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at my card. Kendall isn't in this segment, but
No, she is.
I didn't know you were in this segment. I literally, it says no Kendall in this segment. So
there's food. I'm in the segment.
She's in it.
Yeah.
And
keep eating.
You want to try?
Yeah, it's our fair memory of the day here on the Jason Show. Since the fair isn't happening, we're reminiscing about some of our favorite moments from previous years. That is from last year, where Stephanie Hansen giving us the latest on fair foods. Now, if you watch that clip, as I say, come back to the TV. You might have noticed something else in the clip that's not Stephanie Hansen. Let's run it again. Look in the back. What is engineer Brad, what exactly is he doing in that? One more time. What is he doing? He's like jumping to the jib camera or something. Who knows? I have no idea. I missed the fair. Stephanie Hansen joins us again from her top secret cabin. Stephanie, before we ask any more questions, I love to check out the environment you're in. May I just acknowledge and compliment you? That is the largest cast iron pan I've ever seen in my life behind you.
It is fantastic. You can do like 6 eggs. You can get like all of your bacon in the one pan. It's amazing.
Stephanie, it's bigger than your head. It's bigger than your head.
Seasoning it. Yes.
Look at that.
It is, I have a big head.
Yeah.
I have a big forehead.
No, you look beautiful. Looks even better with that Zoom filter that you put on.
You.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The state fair, obviously, we're missing the food. That's your jam with the Stephanie March. Are you guys doing anything on the weekly dish? Because I know there are restaurants and food trucks all over the place. They're trying to get into the fair spirit this week. Are you guys breaking any of that down on the show?
Yeah, they'll talk about where you can pick up some of your fair favorites. I'm going to stay at the cabin this weekend. Honestly, I'll just be totally honest. Without the fair, I'm sad. My heart is kind of not in the place that it would need to be for the fair. So I love helping restaurants and telling people where you can get good cheese curds and where they're having some fair specials. Like you guys are having some fair specials out at Potluck. But I just feel sad that it's not here. I kind of just want these 10 days to go quickly, go quietly, and then regroup for next year. The food parade has been very well received. I love that they had the crop art in a box. So congratulations to the people at the fair. They've done a great job of pivoting, our new favorite 2020 word. But I'm sad. I'm sad that I'm not eating Carl's Gizmo.
I know. I'm glad that you said that. I don't feel like it's a downer. I think you're representative of how a lot of people feel. It's a bummer. We can try to make the best of it, but we should all, I should be standing in a polo and ill-fitting jeans in front of the grandstand right now. So, yeah.
Oh, everyone. I've noticed a few of us have gained a few lbs over the summer.
Yeah. Is that
It's all the good eating.
Did she just call me fat on my own show? Did she just say that? Did you just say that about, did she just say I gained weight on my own
Jason,
show?
No, I said PHAT.
Oh.
You're fat.
Okay.
Ted, if no, I didn't say you were fat.
Oh, we're losing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Fat. Just kidding.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. We're losing your signal. We got to go. Bye, Stephanie. Why do I have her on the show? If she's just going to, Catch the Weekly Dish on My Talk 1071 Saturday mornings and head to her website, stephaniesdish.com, or don't. Still ahead, everybody. We're talking with Erin Schwab. She won't call me fat.